So, as Jack said yesterday, one of the best things of the Grishaverse is that you are not judged for being queer. So my question for both of you is, how do you think living in a world like ours, in which you are judged for being queer, could affect Wylan and Wesper's personality and their relationship?
Alors, sachant que dans le monde des geishas, d'être queer ou pas n'a aucune importance, il n'y a pas de jugement là-dessus, sachant que dans notre monde à nous, c'est plutôt le cas, comment est-ce qu'ils auraient évolué ces personnages-là et leur relation à nous?
I don't want to generalize because I think everybody's experience of being queer is different. I think growing up especially, and it depends on where you grow up and it depends who you are, but I can say maybe from experience that I wonder if Wylan, he would have to protect his softness even more so. I think growing up queer often equals growing up armoured, and sometimes I think there can be a fear of being vulnerable because there are parts of you that are, well, in some parts of the world, illegal, which is outrageous. So I think those parts of Wylan might be harder to be at the surface. Which is also why I love in the Grishaverse that doesn't exist, because it means Wylan can exist in these amazing spectrums of everything, and his queerness has never got in the way of that. So that's what I think would happen. It's unfortunate that obviously the world we live in is the way that it is, especially now. And right now we need to be lifting up all members of the LGBTQ community, especially our trans and non-binary brothers and sisters. I really feel that way. But to say, even on set shooting in Budapest, there were times where, you know, Kit and I would be directed to like hold hands in public, and I remember saying, I went up to one of the writers and I said, you know, this is so cool. Would Wylan holding hands with Wesper in front of someone for the first time, would Wylan like look around to see who's looking before he did that, you know, because I could put that into the performance. And Christina, the writer of the episode, said, no, in this world, Wylan wouldn't look behind him to see if anyone's looking at him holding hands with Wesper. And like that, I think for me as a queer person, just meant the world to me, and I'd never, ever thought about a world like that before. So that's why it means a lot. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
No, you said it. Yeah. Well, I'll just say about the characters. Sorry, if Wesper was there, I think he'd have the opposite thing. He'd get hardened. Because he'd get protective, and he'd just see the world as backwards, and he'd get angry, and then would feel attacked. And so I think he'd be quick to defend, but quick to get into trouble. And I think it's a self-protective thing, and maybe not the best way of dealing with stuff, but completely justified. Also, just don't mess with the guy with the guns. Man. No matter what he's doing, don't mess with him.
Je vais réduire un petit peu ta réponse. Donc pour Wesper, il y aura un côté où il serait beaucoup dans la protection et un peu dans la dureté, justement pour protéger tout ça. Et pour Wylan, du coup, il dit il garderait cette douceur, parce qu'en général, dans notre monde à nous, quand t'es queer, tu vas un peu te protéger avec une armure, alors que dans ce monde de Grisha, c'est absolument pas le cas. Donc l'évolution de leur relation est différente. Et notamment, il dit, il y a une scène où on est à Budapest et on se tient la main, et je parlais à Christina, qui est la scénariste, en disant, est-ce que du coup, ils regardent autour d'eux pour voir si les gens ont une réaction parce qu'ils se tiennent la main tous les deux? Elle dit, mais non, pas du tout. Dans ce monde-là, tout le monde s'en fiche, c'est totalement normal. Et il dit, moi, j'ai jamais imaginé le monde sous cet angle-là, donc du coup, c'était trop chouette. Et on a besoin de douceur, on a surtout en ce moment avec plein de choses qui se passent qui ne sont pas forcément très très chouettes. On a besoin de douceur, on a besoin d'amour et d'acceptation des uns des autres. Donc voilà, merci beaucoup.
But if the whole cast of the series was to be in the Hunger Games, so who would die first, who would win, and what would be your character's strategy?
Ok, donc s'ils étaient dans les Hunger Games avec les autres membres du casting, the character as
Characters of the cast.
The characters.
Oh,
ok, donc leur personnage
Completely changes it.
Ça change totalement la réponse si c'est eux ou leur personnage. Donc c'est leur personnage qui gagne, qui meurt en premier, et quelle est la stratégie de leur personnage?
Characters, if we're all in it. I mean, also depends what environment you're in, right? Are we in the woods, are we in the snow? Like when you sit there, what's going on? You haven't been specific about the rules. So, I think Jasper's going to try and get to an vantage point. He's going to be hiding in high places. Because he's not just a good sharpshooter, he's a great marksman. And so, if you have to build your own projectile, you have to build it, he's going to find a way to... He might not be great at survival, but he's going to find ways to kill you. So he's going to be a threat. It's like the kids who are in like District 1, District 2. It's like it's a threat, and you're like, get him on your side. You don't want him on the other side. That's Kaz's whole motivation. Right? He's like, don't want to face that guy, so I'm going to get him on my team. But it's hard when you go up against, people who create shadow folds. It's not really a fair fight when you've got that versus, teenagers.
As much as I'd like to imagine Wylan winning, and I might have said that before as an answer, in my old age now,
Since the last time we were here.
I'm wiser, and I maybe think as positive as I'd like to be, I don't know if that's the case. I think he'd have great strategy. I think he's very clear thinker. Well, sometimes. But he'd come up with something interesting, and I think he'd be hard to kill for lots of reasons. But ultimately, I actually think Tolia and Tamar would be pretty hard to beat. I think they're pretty good together.
Yeah, but if they're the last two.
Right at the end. I'm also going to make a case for Zoya. And also for Sajaya. If it was the cast, I think Sajaya would win. I can't think of anybody in the world who would want to fight Sajaya. And I also think she could really surprise us all and win the whole thing.
I think the last three people would be Archie. Archie would be in the mix. Sajaya's in the mix. But I don't think you'd beat Daisy Head.
Oh, Daisy Head.
She's got you. We're all doomed.
And Anna's got a good chance too.
Yeah. It'll be an interesting watch.
It'll be good. We should try it.
It's probably only one season though.
Did you answer about who would die first? Did you answer about that?
First.
Because I need to remember it.
Oh yeah, who's gonna die first?
Matthias. For the reason you think, I think he put up a really good game and then be
Easy target.
really quickly outsmarted by a bunch of people.
Also easy target.
Easy target, hard to hide.
Yeah. Unless you're all racing.
Maybe he could pretend to be a tree. Donc qui mourrait en premier, ce que je demandais, ce serait plutôt Matthias, mais parce que du coup il serait tout de suite en combat, etc. Donc ce serait une cible un peu facile, même si je disais il pourrait se déguiser en arbre, peut-être vu comme il est immense. Donc il dit que Wylan, même s'il aimerait l'imaginer gagnant, il n'est pas sûr qu'il pourrait gagner. Par contre, il serait très difficile à tuer parce qu'il c'est un bon stratège, il réfléchit bien. Après, il disait que Zoya aurait de bonnes chances aussi, Tamar et Tolia aussi. Et il dit, et Sajaya dans la vraie vie aussi, je pense qu'elle est vraiment très intelligente, elle pourrait nous surprendre dans ses capacités de survie. Et pour Jasper, il dit, je pense qu'il mourrait assez rapidement, mais déjà il arrivera à créer ses projectiles, etc. Il se mettra dans un endroit assez stratégique. Et surtout, c'est un peu difficile, donc il ferait des dégâts, même s'il ne survivrait pas, mais c'est un peu dur face à quelqu'un qui crée les ténèbres. Donc c'est quand même un petit peu compliqué de survivre. Yeah, okay, I have all my answers. We have the winners, the person who will die first, and strategy. Okay.